Welcome to the second episode in our three-part series revealing the truth about disability. We've brought together a wide range of people with a whole lot of different views. Today we explore identity, families and relationships.
So I have no selection process. The only thing that happens is they fall drunk in my lap, they're mine. And unfortunately, I can't see what they look like. Most people would be deterred by the red nose and grey skin. Nah, not a problem for me. Bring it. I have, yeah, bring it on. Yeah, relationships?
Oh, look.
That's problematic.
And in fact, a taxi driver just asked me the other day, you know, do blind people marry other blind people or do they marry sighted people? And I said to him, well, they only marry sighted people if they're really desperate.
Disabled people must date disabled people.
Yes, of course.
What people think.
Yeah. Nice little matchups, nice little dates. It's like, it used to drive me wild. I have a couple of mates, guy mates who are disabled, and it's like, people would rock up to us in restaurants and say, oh, isn't it nice that you two are on a date? Isn't that lovely? It's like that we got a day pass for the institution or something.
I do remember when I started dating my current girlfriend, I told some people at work, and unbeknownst to me, behind the scenes, the question of the week was whether or not Red's girlfriend is also in a wheelchair, which I found quite amusing, really, because I didn't even see it as a like, that's people are, you know, are interested in this stuff.
Well, I suppose it's dating is, you know, it's definitely different. I definitely used to have more attention before I was getting around in a wheelchair, but it's I think, you know, it's different now.
I definitely feel that I have to take a hell of a lot longer to get to know someone or to, I don't know, fully be myself around a girl or whoever that you meet. Just based on the fact of you don't want to scare them off too soon type thing. You want them to actually get to know you as a person before you go ahead and I whip my legs off.
But it's harder getting to that point, isn't it, of people getting to know you and not seeing the wheelchair, and it's just that much harder, I think, in a dating situation because you stand it like a sore thumb to start with, but then after a while they just see you, hopefully.
He plays it pretty safe. But I can understand that because, you know, you look at a lot of movies and stuff out there, they kind of, you know, take the mickey out of people, you know, with prosthetics. They're like, oh my God, and then she whipped her leg off and I'm like, whoa, not ready for that.
Well, the whole thing about catching... Apparently people do this thing where they catch each other's eye across a bar. Well, hello. So, I mean... So then people say, the other thing people say to me is that I'm a snob and aloof because obviously I'm not getting anybody's eye or we are getting somebody's eye and we have no idea. We think we're just sort of looking into the lovely distance.
Oh, yeah.
And next thing you've got this
guy who said you've been looking at me all
night long.
I'm on a dating site now because I can be me, they can get to know me, and then I can tell them about the disability second. I've had a couple of negative situations where they've said that, well, you've lied. I said, well, I haven't actually. I just haven't told you that I'm disabled, but I am. Before you meet me, I'm telling you now that I'm disabled. Do you still want to meet? After we've talked and got on really well.
And I get a bit sick and tired of some people I've heard are like, oh, it's so hard to get a boyfriend because I have a disability. And it's like, oh, just get over yourself. Go out, meet some people. Don't go on the hunt for a boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. They become a... They will find you if you're not constantly putting out the aura, but I'm disabled, it's so very hard to get a boyfriend.
I don't care about their looks, really. I just judge them by their personalities. And if some people go, oh, you know, he's not, you know, some people go, oh, he's cute or whatever, and I'm just like, really? But is his, like, and inside I'm thinking, but is his personality as cute as he looks?
When you're going long term and if you're going to live together, you're going to need help with some things, and so if they're seeing that, you know, they're willing to go the long term, then obviously they're willing to help with all those kind of things. So I think that kind of keeps the bad ones away because the bad ones won't be willing, maybe.
because I don't flirt. That's the thing. Minnie has this wonderful blinking thing, which is fantastic, which is just so alluring. And the thing is, you know, a lot of people would think that is, you know, a form of flirtation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we've never talked about this.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I just don't flirt, and a lot of people have actually said to me that they find me hard to read because I haven't learnt through observation the process of seduction. Once again, the process for me is falling drunk in my lap.
Mind you, being a gorgeous singer in great frocks is quite seductive.
Up to you.
Yeah, well, it is, believe you me.
I don't have a problem with masculinity. For me, I think it was more of an image thing. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm vain, and that's, you know, regardless of me being in a chair or not. So being in a chair did add a little bit of pressure.
I mean, I think in New Zealand we've got a very limited, you know, concept of what it is to be a man, to be masculine. And I think, you know, being in a wheelchair certainly doesn't fit that very narrow prescription.
Because I haven't seen myself as disabled as such my whole life, now I've grown up a bit more, I see myself as a man. I don't see myself as being part man who needs help with certain things or anything like that. I'll put my man pants on, I'll put my foot down, I'm not afraid to do that.
You got it? Hang on to me, mate, hang on to me. Hang on. Nick, with it. Ah, beautiful. You sit on that side? Lift that up. There you go. Leg up.
We kind of hold up Richie McCaw as this pinnacle of manhood here, and I think we are quite narrow-minded about sort of versions of masculinity and accepting those. You know, if you're not like a sort of a 6'4" rugby playing, beer sculling man from Canterbury, you're kind of lesser.
I think in some ways that Cameron might go out of his way to prove his masculinity with his friends, you know, tries to drink them under the table and, you know, tries to push the limits kind of thing quite a bit. Yeah, it comes a little bit unstuck now and again, but...
Oh my God, you're in a wheelchair and you're pretty. Does not compute.
Love makeup, love fashion. Yeah, love going on dates. Yeah, definitely.
So if I'm wearing the blue snakeskin shoes and the killer tight jeans, I can't actually get into that outfit myself. And a lot of people would say wear Ugg boots and trackies, but that's being limited by your impairment.
I guess the way I saw myself was not as someone who was attractive or pretty. I thought the pretty aspect of me had died as well.
I remember actually going through my wardrobe just after I'd moved into a flat and then I was about to move home, so we're doing a big clear out of my wardrobe, and my sister was helping me and sort of saying, oh, you won't need this and you won't, and she was finding all my nice underwear. Oh, you won't need these anymore, you won't need these. And also dresses and things like that, you won't need this, you won't need that. And sort of leaving me the cotton briefs, and that was about it. So yeah, and it was funny how we all had to change the way we thought about it. Of course you're still going to wear nice things and nice underwear and all that kind of thing, because you still are female and you still want to wear those things.
Turn around.
You look awesome.
Thank you.
I just sort of dress the way I like to dress, and I sort of make a conscious effort of not looking like I've just escaped from the institution. So
It's always a good look.
Yeah.
I have noticed that I did used to probably get looked at more by males than I do now, and I just find that a little bit sad, I guess, because I can't change the way they think about me, and I can't be the girl that I was before my injury either. So it's just, I don't know, it's sad. It's sad that they don't see that I'm the same person, but I'm not. So yeah, I struggling with that one a little bit at the moment.
It's also a bit of a Jedi mind trick that I do on myself, the whole look good, feel better thing. Because if I feel really yucky on a particular day and weak and tired and sore and down, and I look in the mirror and I see that, it acts like an affirmation to me that I am sick. And so if I feel like that, those are the days that I'll actually push myself harder, get in the shower, put on some nice makeup, put on my favourite top with some colour in it, and then almost trick myself because I look in the mirror and I feel well and I feel more confident. So, yeah.
We don't actually register any looks of either approval or disapproval. So we're kind of like the bizarre sociological experiment of what would you wear if you didn't know whether or not it looked good or bad. You've got to trust your own taste. You've got to actually just move with your own,
what feels good.
Once you learn to love yourself, everything else falls into place. I mean, I'm getting old. I've just gone through menopause. It's, I'm on the other side now, heading down that hill pretty fast. And I've got a hook that I'm trying to hold on to the top of the mountain so I don't go down too fast. And I've realised now that I can enjoy life for whatever life is worth and for however long it is. And I can enjoy it fully for who I am, and that is me.
Disability and sex. Oh, how does that work?
Do they do that?
The notion that I would possibly have sex is like some of the dialogue that I've had with my friends. It's like, you do that? Really? It's like, yeah.
So when I had my accident, I think it was really weird. It was kind of like all of a sudden I was like, oh my God. And I remember saying to the specialist, or he was kind of like just the registrar at the hospital, he was like, and he came into the room and I just said, am I still going to be able to have sex? Am I still going to be able to have children? And he was like, I'll have to get back to you. And he ran away.
I think people don't think about sexuality of blind people. It's like they don't think that blind people can cook. I don't think they think about blind people having sex either.
We're just living ordinary lives, no? We're just doing what every young guy kind of does.
And I remember sitting in a sexuality sort of lecture and almost being grossed out by it initially, but that was obviously my terrible old attitude of, oh goodness, no, what I don't want to have to think about it. But now obviously my attitude's totally changed because I live this, and we are, as I said before, still human.
And so there is that weird thing coming through, that there is a sense of, if you are in a wheelchair,
that's not
do
gonna
you
work.
have, sensuality? Do you have sexuality?
Yeah.
Those things, which I guess must be a pain.
Oh, yeah, that annoys me, yeah.
I still would like to have children. I'm aware that it's going to be a lot harder, much, much, much harder. Like I do see women pushing prams around the place and I'm like, am I going to do that one?
Yeah, 33, man. The clock's ticking.
33? Oh.
Yeah, I'm in my prime.
Prime, yeah.
Yeah.